Second half, Ramblers 57, Creighton 51. Ramblers break pressure with a touchdown pass to Ingram, who finishes just ahead of Grissel. Dante Ingram with 10 points, all 10 coming since halftime.
Out of a timeout, right?
Absolutely.
Unbelievable how effective they've been out of timeouts.
And Thomas, 3 out of the left corner. He has 20. And now a 5-point game. 59-54, 3:13 to play. Blue Jays with 3 in double figures. Huff on the bench with 11. Grissel a double-double of 11 and 10. And Thomas now with a game-high 20 points. Ramblers with 4 in double figures. Under 3 minutes to play. Ramblers by 5. Unable to put the final nail in Creighton's coffin today. Doyle's going to hoist up a 3. It's no good. Weak side rebound Grissel. It's a big defensive possession for the Ramblers here. Watson Jr. on the dribble, stops inside the paint, gives to Zierden. About Grissel across the lane. Thomas finishes the layup. Thomas has 5 straight, give him 22 in the afternoon for the rookie guard out of Omaha, Nebraska. The Creighton faithful come to their feet, and the Rambler lead is kept at 3 with 2:22 to play.
Nice cut by Thomas, identified the double team on Grissel and made himself available, and beautiful finish.
Here's Doyle amongst the trees and a blocking foul called. I believe they're going to get Grissel in the backpedaling defense. And if they do, that's his 4th. It is. Richardson's going to come in for the Ramblers, replace Tyson Smith, who takes a seat. He checks out with 11 points. He has had one heck of a day off the bench for Porter Moser. Ramblers a fresh 30. They'll inbound baseline right. Doyle's going to throw it all the way in backcourt to Turk. Through the center circle to the forecourt against the crouching defense of Watson Jr. 2-minute mark. Ramblers by 3. Doyle with 10 to shoot. Crosses over, rising from 15. Doesn't go. Great block out by Grissel of Ingram. That allowed Watson Jr. to get the rebound. One possession ball game. Watson Jr. dribbling. Tried to find Zierden, couldn't handle the pass, out of bounds, and Creighton turns it over for the 12th time today.
One of the only times I've seen in this game Watson make a bad decision, John, when he gets in the lane. Big turnover for the Ramblers. Let's see if they can capitalize here, up 3.
96 seconds for this one. 59-56. Ramblers looking to go 4-0 in the home hardwood. 9-1 a year ago in this building. And Richardson bounce left of the key. Ingram drives it on Grissel. He's got 4 personal fouls. Couldn't finish. Ball deflected on the second attempt. Out of bounds. Last touch by Zierden. It stays with the Ramblers. 29 on the shot clock. 1:11 on the game clock. And Porter Moser wants time. Really been a reserve, but you pointed out earlier a phenomenal reserve when you have a veteran like that who can come in off the bench and really stabilize an offense. 25 on the shot clock. Ramblers inbound, protecting a 3-point lead. Turk guarded by Harrell. Hash mark right is Peterson. Drives into the paint. Richardson loads up a 3, ringing up, and the Ramblers lead it by 6, under a minute to play.
Huge 3, but you got to get back on the other end. Watson's pushing the ball up.
Egner will tee one up straight on. Nothing but net. We're back to a 1-possession game. Egner his first 3 of the night. He has 5, 14th of the campaign. And Ramblers break huddle with Ingram, Peterson, Richardson, Doyle, and Turk. The 5 on the floor. Ramblers inbound. They lead it by 3, 62-59. Doyle on the dribble behind the back, kept it alive. And a whistle, a foul called.
Now you see the importance.
Ball club good for 6th best in the Missouri Valley Conference this season. Deep knee bend. All right, Hammond Jr. sends the first. It's good. Now a 4-point cushion for the Maroon and Gold with 1 more to come. Hate to keep saying this, but Zierden still 0 for 5 from beyond the arc.
Don't jinx it. Don't let him know that. You don't want him hitting a big shot here at the end of the game.
Doyle's second one is good. The Ramblers by 5. 64-59. 41 3/10 to go. Watson on the push. Gives to Zierden. Back to Watson. Takes into the corner. Drives it on Doyle. Poked away, and they're going to call a foul on Milton Doyle. Watson awfully quick, able to turn that corner on the right baseline against the backpedaling defense of Doyle. They're bound. As a team, this is the top three-point shooting team in the Big East. 39% clip coming in, but they've been struggling today. Just 6 of 19. Thomas to inbound, looking to get it in. Just does so into Zierden. Now Watson, he's going to penetrate, go all the way to the rack, off the window and in with the right hand. Watson has 8.
What a move. He is dangerous off the dribble.
Back to a one-possession game, 28-5/10 remaining, and Kiki White's going to burn a timeout as Creighton unveiled full-court pressure. So a 60-second timeout called by Porter Moser. Both ball clubs out of timeouts. Off since he went down after contact and injured what seemed to be his shoulder. So Creighton unveiling full-court pressure. They will not guard the inbounder. They get it into Doyle in backcourt, who breaks it ahead to Peterson. 3-on-1 if they hurry, and Peterson's fouled from behind by Milliken.
Experienced bunch does not panic. Perfect way to break that pressure. And now, from here on out, John, you just have to hit your free throws and play good defense. If Creighton's going to score another basket here before the game is over, or 2 baskets, just make them earn it. Nothing is given to them.
Peterson now 1 of 2 from the stripe on this afternoon, and second best free throw shooter on this team. 77% coming into play today, which was 10th best in the Missouri Valley Conference. Grissel comes back in. He joins Hegner on the front line for the Blue Jays. So Peterson to the line with 5 points. 2 thunderous alley-oop dunks, and he knocks down the first. Back to a 4-point game. One more to come for Peterson, the senior point guard out of Raytown, Missouri. Spent 2 years at Coffeyville Community College in the Jayhawk League. Second one rims out. 4-point game. 65-61. 21 seconds of a running clock. Zierden out high. Gives it back to Watson. Splits a double team. Gives it to Grissel, who lays it off the window and in. The Baker's dozen for Grissel. 2-point game. 65-63. 13 and 7/10 remain. No timeouts left for the Ramblers. And Creighton forces a steal. Thomas layup, no. If it would have gone, it would have been a 3-point opportunity. Instead, Thomas is going to go to the line for a pair of foul shots and an opportunity to tie this ball game up.
Exactly what we talked about. You just can't make that type of critical mistake at this point in the game. Got to be smarter. You have to secure the basketball. They don't do that. Creighton is so dangerous, John, in these situations because Watson gets them back up in their offensive set so quickly after a made basket or a missed basket.
Creighton is 5 for their last 5 from the floor. Thomas to the line, where he's 0 for 2 after that miss. Big miss. Keeps it at a 2-point game. 11 and 8/10 remain. Thomas 1 more to come. He came in just 4 for 10 on the year, but he's had one heck of an afternoon. 9 of 10 from the floor. Thomas is 4 for 4 from beyond the arc, a game-high 22 points. But that missed free throw was huge, and he's got 1 more to come. Still enough time, I think, to try to make at this point. Second one, he missed it. Doyle couldn't handle the rebound, goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Creighton. Oh, my. Doyle tried to one-hand that rebound attempt, and it went out of bounds baseline right. I'm not sure Milliken got free throws that would have tied this game. A Rambler lead is 2, 65-63. Thomas to inbound. He's going to lob it up to Hegner. Tried a wild shot, no good. Gets it to Watson. The 3 is off the mark. Rebound Doyle. He's fouled from behind. And Isaiah Zierden now 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. He had an opportunity to give Creighton a lead. Missed it long. Doyle the rebound, and now he'll walk to the other end looking to put this game on ice.
Wild sequence right there. I was worried about you for a second because if Zierden hit that shot,
don't think it didn't cross my mind as well.
Loyola Nation would have held you responsible for mentioning that he has been on the schneid all afternoon. But now you make your free throws, John, and game's over.
And off to South Bend next weekend. Creighton seemed a little bit rushed after getting that offensive rebound, more so than they needed to.
There was plenty of time left on the clock for them to take a breath for a second and set something up.
3 7/10 remain now. Doyle to the line, foul line left. 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. 14 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. For the product of Marshall High School in Chicago, first free throw is nothing but net. 3-point lead for the Maroon and Gold. One more. Should ice it. Because there's no point in guarding the three-point shooter at the other end.
Last thing you want to do is give the official any reason to make a call on a three-point attempt.
Right-hander sends the second. Got it. The Ramblers lead it by 4. 67-63. 3 7/10 remain. Porter saying stay away as Hegner looks to inbound. He's going to throw a baseball pass into the forecourt. Broken up by Doyle. It's loose. Grissel layup good, but it's going to be too little too late with 1 4/10 left.
Just get the ball in bounds here quickly.
Richardson looking to inbound. Does so to Doyle. Foul called. 0.2 of a second left. And Doyle's going to go to the line at the other end.
And barring something completely unforced, 0.1 of a second.
0.8 of a second. Doyle to the line. 5 of 6 from the stripe tonight. Free throw on the way. Good. 3-point lead for the Ramblers. 68-65.
Hit this one and just stand there for Loyola. Don't do anything.
17 now for Doyle. 5 of 9 from the floor. Free throw missed it short. Took an extra dribble and time ran out. And after 40 minutes of play, Porter Moser and the Loyola Ramblers pick up a signature win here in Rogers.